Imagine if every product you buy helps create jobs, grow business, and make stronger your country. One simple choice can change an entire nation's future. Today, I wanted to discover why local production matters more than ever. Local production is to produce your country something, like to produce the food that you eat, to produce the clothes that you wear, and also to produce everything that you use, and also to export what you produce from your country, then to export with other countries to use. The difference between importing something and also exporting something, when you don't have like the ability to produce something, for sure 100% you use what the other countries produce it. So that is a big problem. So to reduce that problem, the important thing is to make local production. There's a lot of ways that we can produce something. So why local production is really very important for us? Our country right now, we are not producing like much things. Mostly we use to export something from China, from UAE and other countries. So we are using like what the other countries produce it. So if we produce something, the problems that we have in our country, all of them, sure 100% they will be solved because of the local production creates a lot of things that you can't realize right now. Local production creates a lot of jobs. Right now we are saying like our country doesn't have like a lot of jobs and also like a lot of opportunities, but if we produce like and also invest the local productions, our country will create a lot of jobs because the farmers they produce like something, and also like there's a lot of transportation, and also the local production, and also the factories they need workers. So that workers will come like from our country, not they will not even like bring from other countries. So that is really like a big opportunity to create a lot of jobs and also solve a lot of problems that we have in our country. So the other important like that have local production is strengthens the economy. Right now our money like we are sending the other foreign countries to buy something, to like import some products. So if we produce something, that money that we are sending for the foreign countries will remain in our country because everything that we need, we are producing in our country. So also that's really a big opportunity, and also that money like will found in our country only, will not even like went to other countries. Mostly it will remain in our country. So but right now everything that we sell in our population and also like our country, we are taking like other countries, like the foreign countries. We are also like importing other things. So that's also another like a big problem. So at that time, the money like will return our country. The local factories they will give like the workers they will buy something like the market, and also the market like the entrepreneurs they bring back like that money to the factory. So that will be like how the money will work. But right now we don't have that system, and also the business will expand. Right now it is really so hard like to start like even business, because when you wanna like to start something like new in your country, you can't really get quickly. So you must like take from China or UAE or something like that. It takes a lot of time. It takes like it needs a lot of money. So it's really like some people they feel like stress and they stop what they are even thinking. So but if everything that you produce in your country, so it will really easy for you like to get that thing. And also that place like the government will take a lot of opportunity because they will take taxes, and also everything like will develop. Also local productions like reduce like the export that we are making in our country right now. Mostly we export something in our country, even if we need like shampoo or something like that, everything we are using like to export. Even like little things, we have really a big problem for that. So if we like made like a lot of factories in our country that produce local production, so everything like our country will be like dependence, will not spend more money like with other countries, like foreign countries. So it reduces like the import that we are making. So every time like the country like imports something, it has really like dependence with other countries. Even like a small issue like happened, so everything they will stop you that country. They will not export you something like how held it like COVID-19. So all the countries they were closed their borders. So to like resist like that problem, so we need to produce a lot of things in our country. So we are not even right now producing anything we can't see, but our country already like was like producing a lot of things like sugar and also tomato or everything. But right now, inshallah, but it will back everything, inshallah. And also the local production like encourages the innovation. There's a lot of people that have like a lot of innovation, a lot of mindset. So if they get like local production, they can like continue like their dream is everything, and also their business will be easier at that time because they can get like a lot of ways that they can make through their dreams. So it really like there's a lot of people that have a lot of innovations. They produce, they take like that innovation from other countries or their mindset, then they will like pack to our country, and also we'll get the advantage of that thing that they increase it our country. So it also like increases the innovations. The people like will take encourage. So that's why. And also the local production supports small business and also entrepreneurs. Right now, there's a lot of entrepreneurs and also small businesses. They were like buying something that they take from the other people, like the big businesses, But that big business, they take like that products, even they didn't like produce it. They take like from other countries. So at that time, everything will become like expensive, and they didn't get like what they need at that time sometimes. But if we have local production, everything they will become like easier, because everything that we are producing in our country, and we can buy cheap than like the exported like products, because that things they were passing a lot of process, but the products that we are having in our country they didn't pass it a long process. So that's why they can get everything more like cheaper than what they were like buying already. So it's also like reduce like the time, the small business and also entrepreneurs, they were already like waiting the products is a long time. But right now, everything like they were taking like a distance that's not so far from them, so it will be easier for them, and also reduces the time that like takes to get that things, and also improves national food and product security. Right now, we are producing like a lot of things that we eat, but although we are producing something, we are exporting what we are eating, because if you went to like the big cities, like Mogadishu, Beida, every place that you went, we are not eating like what we produce in our country, except like the vegetables like tomato, but only tomato. We are even like importing like the potato, everything. So that's really a big problem. So if we like produce a lot of things, that will become like easy, and also like at that time will encourage like the farmers and also every person that have like farm to produce to produce something like that's really important for our country, because they want to sell like to resell like inside the country, and the factories like they will sell that thing, and then they produce something like that they can package, and export with other countries, and also like sell inside the country. So also that's really a big opportunity. Also the importance of that thing, like right now we are importing something, but we don't know, like even some products, they were expired more than like 10 years, 5 years. We are like even importing like there's a lot of like business people that they're doing that thing. They were not even like fearing with Allah, so they change like the product is like cover, then they change the date, the expiry date, then they give like brand that's really new. That's really a big problem. That's why some people they were dying like a lot of like diseases that even we even never heard. So we are not even really eating like food that's really like healthier. Also, local productions like build this national pride. Right now we are seeing like a lot of products that were produced like from China, from UAE, from Kenya, even Kenya, that they were like our neighbor. They were producing something like if you look the shoes that we are using, like the plastic shoes, mostly they were produced like in Kenya. So at that time, if we produce something, it will our country like will get the pride. We will see products that are written like made in Somalia. That's really, and also like a big brand, and also we are selling like what we produce in our country with other countries. That's really like a big opportunity that only can create us like a local production, not like what we imported from other countries. It's only like what we produce our country, and then we share like we give like the brand of like made in Somalia, then we export with other countries. That's you'll feel like a good pride with our country. So let us do together, inshallah. And you know that at that time, like our population like will grow like because they were produced from their country. They were saying this shit you are wearing is like produced in Somalia. That's really a big brand, and also like something that we can prove if we are Somalis. That's really most of the Somalis people are really like people that are really like to develop their country, but they don't have like what they can support. That's the problem only. So there's also a lot of challenges that are refusing us to make like local productions. One of them is like a lack of investments. Like there's no like foreign people, or there's no even like diaspora people that are investing like such like big factories. When you are starting like local production, it really needs a lot of like money and also investment. So mostly the people they can't like pay that price. That's why we are not like still getting like that investment. But Somalia has really like a huge like potential like to make like these factories, because right now there is no local production that are producing something like really very important. So if you have money, that's really like a big opportunity. There's a big opportunity in our countries, Somalia. You can like, if you can get that, for sure you will become like a billionaire with less than even few months, because there's a lot of demand for like local production in Somalia. So the other thing is more of infrastructure. Like there's not even like big roads like that are connecting like the other parts of the country. So that's really also like brings like a lot of problem. That's not like but much. That's really easy, but the most thing is not really that. And also the other problem is like the factories is really like has high cost. It is really very expensive. These factors that we are talking, it's really like it takes like millions of dollars. So that's why like all the people are resisting that thing, because they can't offer that a big deal. The other problem is lack of modern technology and also like experienced workers. So we don't even have, because our country right now doesn't have like any factories, any like modern like technology, although like the developed countries that they have everything, but we don't have that. That's also like something that we are like having in our country, and also that's also stops us like to produce something. Also, that's one of them. It's not the one that's really the biggest, but it's also one of them. The other problem is like competition, like from cheap imported products. Like there's a lot of people that are like importing something from other countries. They bring us a cheaper, then some of them they were expired already, but they were like buying us cheaper, and most of the Somalis, most of them, they are like poor people. So instead of like choosing like the healthier product that is like very expensive, they choose like the cheaper one, even if it has expired already. So that's really some of the reasons, because if you produce something in our country, it really needs a lot of costs, and you pay like a lot of costs. So you want to bring back that cost, but there's a lot of people that challenge you like and bring the country like cheap. I think and the people will choose like the cheaper thing. So that's really another problem. So how every person can help like the local production? The first thing is like to help like the local business, and also like the entrepreneurs, like they must invest like the local production instead of like exporting something from the other countries. And also the government must improve the infrastructure, and also like give a lot of training the business people that are going like to invest in their country and also help them. So today, we speak at like the importance of local production. So I think this is really a good lesson for you. So I wanted to stop this video here and request you to subscribe my channel. So thank you, inshallah.